Alright, hi, so this is our corrective exercise for the plantar fascia. So we're going to start rolling out the plantar fascia with the trigger point ball. So Lisa, so I'm just going to have you just start on the top of your ball of your toes and then roll all the way back. Alright, so you can do one set of just 30, just going back and forth. Okay, there you go. Good. Nice and slow and controlled. Alright, so moving on to exercise 2, 3, and 4. So 2 and 3 put together is the gastroc and the soleus. So Lisa, can I have you just start with the trigger point? I'm going to move this up for you, right on top of your gastroc. So you're going to add the gastroc and soleus together. So when you roll through your calf, you're going to come down to your soleus and stop right before you hit your Achilles. Okay? So go ahead and start rolling. That's it, good. Make sure you're kind of taking nice deep breaths. If you hit a sticky spot, you can stop for a couple of seconds to decrease the tension on it. Good. So if we were doing this on a regular basis, these will be doing 2 sets at 30 seconds apiece. Good, good job. So now I want you just to roll over on your side, just kind of like on a side plank. Good, and go ahead and stack your feet and make sure they're nice and lengthened. Good. So if you can, you raise your hips off the floor, and then you're just going to just lightly roll from the top of your prone roll down to the bottom. So this will be the side of your gastroc. Good. So again, just take your time and roll. Take deep breaths. If the tension's too much for you, you can always release this top leg and put it in front just to release the tension. You can just continue the roll. Again, if we were doing this again day to day or 2 or 3 times a week, Lisa will be doing 2 sets at 30 seconds. Alright, so the next phase is the lengthening phase of our plantar fasciata in the correction mode and recovery. So, Lisa, now you're going to stand in a split stance and we're going to do some lengthening. So with that back foot, you want to make sure it's straight. You're pushing that heel down and also keeping your front knee bent. Hands can be rested softly on top of your waist. Okay, and you're going to slightly lean forward, moving your hips and shoulders towards me. Good. The key is again to keep that back leg back and the heel down, and we're going to hold. Good, so we would hold for 30 seconds and then we would repeat it one more time. Good. The next exercise, just in that same pose, we're going to do the soleus stretch. So you would bend that back knee now. Good, that's it. And kind of sink your hips down. And again, try to shift your weight forward just a little bit. Again, keeping that back heel connected to the floor. Good job. So again, day-to-day basis or 2 or 3 times a week, we're going to do it for 2 sets at 30 seconds. So the third section is the active session. So in this active session, we're going to do resisted dorsiflexion. Okay, with a resistant band with your ankle. So I just want you to wrap it around one of your legs. So we'll start with the right leg first. Okay, so you're going to wrap it around like this, right on the balls of your toes. And you're going to give yourself some resistance. Okay, so your count's going to be 4, 2, 0. So 4 on the eccentric. Okay, down. Concentric is going to be 2. Okay. So I want you to do anywhere between 10 to 15 reps. And nice and slow and controlled. Good. Alright? That's it. Good. That's it. That's it. And let's do one more. Good. So again, if you were doing this every day or 2 or 3 times a week, the action would be 2 sets at 10 to 15 reps. The next exercise in the active session would be the one-legged calf raise. So Lisa, get your feet shoulder width apart. Perfect. So you're going to engage your core. Good. So raise your right foot. Okay. Softly place your hands on your hips. Good. So I just want you to do a toe raise. Okay. So our tempo count would be 4, 2, and then right back down, and then start over again. Okay, so we're going to start on the up phase, so you're going to go 2 seconds up, okay, and then 4 seconds down. Good. So every time you come down, if you're losing your balance, you can do a toe touch, you can touch it to the ground. Okay? Because this is the corrective exercise, it doesn't need to be perfect. So, do the best you can to try to get that 4-2. That's it. Good. Good. And let's try one more. The last section is the dynamic movement section. So we have 2 exercises in this area. The first one is the single leg balance. So, Lisa, in the single leg balance, you're going to go front into the sagittal plane, to the side, to the frontal plane, and back to the transverse plane. Because of the room, I'm going to just step out of the frame. Alright, so you can step in the middle. I'm just going to step out of the frame. Good. So, with the hands on your hips, again, engage your core. You're going to have your leg straight. So, up on one leg, stretch out to the sagittal plane, leg straight. Good. Right to the frontal plane, back to the transverse plane. Good. And just keep going in that order. Try not to bend your knee. And you can transition right into the next phase, right into the next one. Good. So sagittal plane, into the frontal plane, and then to the transverse. Good. Good. Try to stay nice and controlled. So all you want to do is try to reach, try to reach. One more set. So reach out in front of you. Good. Reach to the side, try to keep your toes close as possible to the ground. That's it. And right to the back. Awesome. Good job. Good. So the second part now to the last exercise will be the one-legged balance. So I'm going to have you be in a lunge position. So again, because of space, I'm going to step out of the frame. Good. So I'm going to have you place your hands on your hips. Okay. So all I want you to do is push off your back leg and step up into a one-legged stance. Go ahead. Good. Perfect. And then come back down. Good. And go ahead and push off from one-legged stand. Good. And come back down. Good. So this time when you try to transition forward, try not to lean forward. Okay? Engage your core. Try to get your shoulders straight up and down. That's it. Good. Relax through the shoulders. Good. And let's do one more. Good.